Hi, it's Roy, Aqvavitae. I know you're expecting to see Vin right now and he'll be along in just a minute. The video that you're just about to see is the result of a kind of a remote collaboration between myself and Vin, and based on our love of blind tasting whiskey. The idea would be that I would put together a kit of some blind samples for Vin with some structure and challenges in order for him to sit at home and take a kind of blind taste challenge. Vin did that, but he recorded the whole thing from start to finish. It's been super cool, and I don't know anybody that's doing a collaboration of this nature right now, but kudos to Vin for having the courage to sit down and record this and then hand the footage over to me. I hope you enjoy this video, and I'll hand you back to Vin.
Hi there, welcome to Nonsense Whisky. My name's Vin PF, and in this episode we've got something a little bit different, and that's a blind tasting challenge which has been kindly provided to me by Roy at Aqvavitae. So let's go straight into envelope number 1 and find out what we've got. I haven't opened up this before because it says before you start, so I want to see what was going on. Okay. You are hereby nominated. Step 1. Place the coloured dots on 5 Glencairns. Pour the drams to match. You don't need to pour full measures, but enough to give you a chance to explore. Step 2. Nose and taste and try to guess the style, region, distillery, or even expression. This is fully blind. Don't overthink it, just enjoy. Comment. I'm probably not going to get this right. Step 3. Commit to your favourite through to your least favourite. Before anything is revealed about the contents, set them out in line, vocalise your preferences. So next, step 4. Try to complete the 5 challenges in the first envelope. Sealed, so I still don't know what's going on with those. These are designed to help you focus and screw with your head a little, so that'll be an interesting one. Step 5, after committing to the challenges, open the second envelope. You are now semi-blind. Once you see what drams are in front of you, you may choose to alter your guesses. This is your last chance before the full reveal. And then step 6, after matching your drams, open the final envelope to see how you scored. Be humble in defeat, and raucous in victory. And step 7, nominate the next person to receive the challenge. So there you go. What I'm going to do now is do the setup, and then we'll come back and we'll nose and go through and see how we go. I like the idea of green first, I don't know why. I better do the dots while I remember as well. I'm assuming these are doubles. Oh, that's a full one. Danger red last. These have been sitting out on the table for a little bit, so let's have a little look at what we got. I've also got some coffee and some water back here, so don't worry about me mixing these up. We'll see. Okay, green first. Okay. I don't want to say anything just yet. Let's have a taste first. There's definitely a little bit of sherry in there. I shouldn't say definitely because I'm going to be proved wrong. I think there's some sherry in there. I'm also getting some apple and appley flavours off it, so that's kind of leaning me towards Scotch and Speyside. No peat whatsoever, barely any alcohol burn. So for me, 40%, not sure. And a nose of me coffee. Something I've definitely pinched from the Scotch test dummies. Okay, let's move on to yellow and see what we got. It's a much deeper colour. Well, this is fresher on the nose for a start. More of that kind of giveaway appleness, Speyside-y notes going on. But I'm not sure. God, it's really thick. Much stronger alcohol taste to it. I'll wager that's a higher ABV. Oh yeah. Okay, I still think that might be another Speyside. Oh, now I think I'm getting apple on them all. It's going crazy, going crazy. More freshness on the nose. Not as much sherry. Okay, it's reserving comments. And I'm not sure what Roy's going to put in either. I don't think he's going to try and screw me over. Oh, this is completely different. Sherry, like a bit chocolatey. It's got the faintest hint of sulphur. Oh, I'm getting loads more of that sulphur on the tongue. That can only mean heavily sherried. Alarm bells for me. I'm very susceptible to sulphur. Very susceptible to sulphur. You know, and I've tried good sherried whiskies, and I don't get sulphur on them, so it's not all of them. It's really peculiar. Okay, last but not least, hopefully, the red. Okay, that's interesting. I'm really not sure about that. Okay, there we go. Bit of peat smoke in there. Okay. I've been getting into peat a lot recently. I think I'm a fan now. That's tasty. I wouldn't have the first clue about guessing where that's from either. Okay, from the top again quickly. Nosy. Oh yeah, that's red apples. I really like the nose on that. It does taste a bit watery though. I'm not sure. Okay, let's put that in the middle and we'll call that our control. Next up was the yellow. Overall, so I'm going to take this as overall rather than just sort of nosy nose and onwards. Overall, I prefer this. Blue. See, I think I'm just going to go for this. Yeah, I prefer this. So this one fits neatly here. This is going well so far. Orange. Oh, the nose is fantastic on this one. And you know, initially the flavours are good, but that kind of back end of sulphur, man, that makes it really easy for me to put it down here at my least favourite so far. Okay, and finally the red. This is gonna have to slot in somewhere, I know. Okay, this definitely beats that. But does it beat this? Oh God, that nose is amazing. I love it. Okay. I'll commit. Red, middle. That's as far as I want to go with it, with what I think as well. I think there's more than a couple of Spacesides in there. There's that kind of that staple Spaceside flavours and smells. Mr. Greenie here, I think that's a really, really sweet, nice nose. This one here I really wonder about. It smells like it's been aged well. Okay, so yeah. These are my picks then for favourite to least favourite, and that is yellow, green, red, blue, and orange. And we will check out the challenges. Maybe I'll have a little bit of water. Right, let's crack the envelope and see what's what. As you can see, steel seal, haven't seen this before. So let's break the seal and find out what crazy hell Roy has put in store for me in terms of challenges. Okay, challenges. Oh dear, okay. Find the blended malt. Find the non-Scotch. Find the bottling from the last century, 1990s. Find the greater than 25 years. And find the less than 25 pounds. Okay. And I'm not sure how I'll do this, but I think I will probably just mark it somehow, but let's just go straight into it. This one might be aged, so that's a good start, but the non-Scotch. Okay, non-Scotch could be a bit of a funny one as well, because it could be something that's made in the style of Scotch, but not Scotch. From my nosing of these, I am almost certain there's no bourbon in here. That's just giving me alarm bells, that has. Maybe that's the non-Scotch. I said that was Speyside previously. I don't know. Non-Scotch, bottling from the last century, and the greater than 25 years and less than 25 pounds. Wow, okay, right, okay, I'm gonna have to start committing to a few of these because I could be scratching my head all night otherwise. I think that is Scotch. That was my kind of florally one that I said was Speyside. That's really got me thinking that it might be the blend, but we'll come back to that. Not sure. I'm just not sure. I can't wait to open the next envelope to find out what they are, and then I might be able to change my mind a little bit. Okay, right. I am going to say, I think this blue is the less than £25 one because it tastes like low ABV, 40%. It isn't the most interesting one on the table. This one's troubling me. It could be the greater than 25 years. I did say I think it was old. I'm going to commit to that. I'm going to say I think this one is the greater than 25 years. I don't think it's cask strength. I shouldn't go on colour. Yeah, okay, I think less than £25, greater than 25 years. That's left me a hard choice up here. Very hard indeed. Oh, okay. I think the red one is, I think that one is the 1990s. And I'm going to go out on a limb and I say I think it's Highland Park, 12 year. Okay, down to 2 now, and we've got a blended malt and a non-Scotch. These are still in order about how I preference them as well. Okay, all right, I'm going to choose. So I'm going to go back on what I previously said already. I was like, this reeks of Speyside. Oh, it's so hard. I think this is the non-Scotch, and I think this is the blended malt. So, to go in order of my preferences then, which is still in order, I've nearly put them in the same order. I think that the way I've ordered this is the blended malt, interesting, the non-Scotch, the bottling from the last century. This I think is the less than £25, and this is the greater than 25 years. Yeah, and I think that the only reason I put that there is because of the sulphur. It's a tough one. This is the beauty of blind tasting. This is what I love about blind tasting, is you have to be honest with yourself about what you really like. There you go. So those are the challenges. Next up, it is the reveal, the semi-reveal of the distilleries and the drams themselves. We're going to be revealing the drams, but not the dots. So I will know what the drams are, but not specifically what glasses they're in. Right, let's have a look. This is awful. I love it, but it's awful. A look through the letterbox. Again, completely sealed. Cannot cheat. I'm a little bit nervous about this. Right. Okay, wow. I might be totally wrong about a lot of this. So, we have the Scotch Malt Whisky Society Exotic Cargo 10-year blended malt. 50% ABV, the Society's first ever blend. Next, oh god, I'm so wrong. Next we have the Amrut Fusion Indian Single Malt, 50% ABV. None of them are 40. Oh my god. Made using a blend of imported Scottish peated barley, that makes that one easy, and local Indian grown barley. That is, oh, I'm so wrong. Next is the Longmorn 15-year-old single malt, 45% ABV. The legendary 15-year-old, long discontinued and mourned by many. This dram is from the late 90s. Wow. Next up is another Scotch Malt Whisky Society bottling, 39.147. Linkwood, 27-year-old single cask, 58.5% ABV. Labelled Cozy in the Cottage Kitchen by the Single Malt Whisky Society panel. Tip, 27 years in ex-bourbon. And finally, Tomatin Legacy non-age statement single malt, 43%. A budget entry-level NAS from Tomatin. Right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave these in the preference that I said they are, let's call it the idiot selection. And then I'm going to move these bottles behind to go with the challenges and see if I can, because I'm so wrong on a few of them, so wrong. And I need to use this information to alter that. Right. Interestingly enough, okay, I'm just gonna put a few out there that I think that is pretty obvious. So the only one on there that had peated barley was this one. So that is the Amrut, which is the non-Scotch. So that is position 2. Oh, I feel like I'm getting all serious. This I'm changing to my blend because I don't think this is. There's no way this is Linkwood. And I think this might have been blended with terrible sherry casks. So this, I think, is number 1 on the challenges. Okay, so I've got green, blue, yellow to go. This is going to be a toughie, this. Because I haven't had many of these. Okay, I think green is the Tomatin. So that's got to be the less than £25 ones, right? Surely? We'll see. That leaves me yellow and blue. Ooh, 25 years, I can't believe how wrong I was about that. Really hard to say. I hope I picked it as the best. Okay, right. So I think this is now the 27-year Linkwood, which was the greater than 25 years, which is number 4. And I think this is the Longmorn 15-year-old, which is a bottling from the late 90s, and I said was boring. Right, okay. So, new redo then. I still think that means in order of preference, this is what I've said in order of preference. If I've got these right, so okay, let's do the challenges first. The blend is the Scotch Malt Whisky Society Exotic Cargo, and that I have put last. The red is the non-Scotch, which is the Amrut Fusion, and I've put that middle ground. I've tried that before, and I like it, so it seems right that it would be kind of middle ground for me. Blue is the bottling from the last century, and that is the Longmorn 15-year-old, and I've put that kind of low because it's good, but it was just a bit. There were better drams here, let's put it that way, and it only got beaten by the one that I really didn't like. Next up was the greater than 25 years yellow. The only thing I think that gave that away was the high ABV content, which I said right from the start, high ABV. That's got to be the 27-year-old Linkwood, which I put as my favourite. And last, sorry, I shouldn't say last, the less than £25, which I put second, is the Tomatin Legacy NAS. I promise you now, if the green is the Tomatin Legacy, I'm going to buy a bottle tomorrow. To come second in all of these, in all of this, I'm all over it. Alright, I can't take it anymore. Let's go to the last envelope and see what we've got. The keys to the door. Oh, I'm so excited because I was so sure before and I'm so sure again. Okay, the keys. Oh, always give me labels to fix them. Oh my God, I'm so right. I'm so right. Okay, this is brilliant. I love it. So the orange is the Single Malt Whisky Society Exotic Cargo 10-year-old blend, which is the blend and is my least favourite. I do not feel bad about that at all. Next, the red was the Amrut Fruit Fusion, which I put middle ground. Got totally wrong in the, I thought that was the Highland Park, but definitely is the non-Scotch. Got that right. Once you've got the list. Oh. Next up is the Longmorn 15-year-old Single Malt Blue, which I've put down here. This seems a shame. It was good, but compared to the rest of them, didn't like it so much. Bottling on the last century. Okay. The yellow Single Malt Whisky Society 39.147 Linkwood 27-year-old single cask was my favourite of the tasting, and eventually got it right here. Okay, and last but not least, promises were made. Tomatin Legacy NAS Single Malt, green label. It is the less than £25, and it is my second favourite of the day. Promises were made. I'm going to buy a bottle of that because I really enjoyed that. The nose was amazing. I'm going to smell it again. Oh, the nose is incredible. I love it. I've said time and time again, good NAS is good NAS. Bad NAS can go home. Oh, and I'm going to put these labels on it and enjoy my favourites in the future. Well, there you go. That's been a blind tasting. It's been a real eye-opener for me. Trying to guess those when they were not so similar, but they're obviously, the same sort. It's really, really, really difficult to do. And then once you get those kind of, that initial information, it all fell into place. Absolutely fantastic. So I am kind of both raucous in victory and humble in defeat. I'm shocked that the first time around I was so wrong about what my initial guesses were, but I am super happy that I managed to turn it around and get them all right in the end. The last part of this challenge was to nominate the next person, and for that I nominate Jason Whiskey-wise. I would love to see him try this. There you go, Roy, that's your next challenge sent out. Thanks for joining me for this. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and of course do check out Roy Aqvavitae. His videos are top quality. He puts real time and effort into them. He doesn't release many, but when they do, they are absolutely stellar. Thank you again, and I will see you again on another No Nonsense Whisky video.